This video from the answer series is part of our Diagnostic Report series. It is a short video highlighting common errors and misconceptions articulated in the Euclidean Geometry topic of the Diagnostic Report. The overall performance countrywide of the Euclidean Geometry section of the November 2023 matric exam had a 41% average achievement. And if we look at the second Euclidean Geometry question in this paper, question 9, it had an overall average achievement of 44%. You will see question 9.1 had an average achievement of 51% and question 9.2 of 60%. Question 9 is from the grade 12 curriculum, and here are their memos. These first two parts were answered better than 9.3. Pause here if you'd like to spend some time on the memo. If we look now at the common errors and misconceptions for these two sub-questions, in question 9.1, many candidates did not get a mark for the reason because of only stating proportionality theorem instead of also stating which lines were parallel in the reason. Some candidates equated ratios between sides which were not actually equal because they did not choose the sides appropriately. For example, FB over EB equals DE over EA. And then in question 9.2, many candidates did not label the angles correctly, for example, F and B instead of EFD and EBA. Some candidates incorrectly gave the reason as alternate angles or co-interior angles. Other candidates correctly gave the reason as corresponding angles. However, they did not state the lines parallel and were not awarded a mark as the reason was incomplete. The last part of question 9 had an average achievement of 20%, where they had to calculate the length of FC. And here is its memo. You're welcome to pause if you want to stop here for a bit. Let's look now at the common errors and misconceptions for this last sub-question. Many candidates incorrectly used the midpoint theorem to answer question 9.3. They should have used the fact that the corresponding sides are in proportion when two triangles are similar. A few candidates incorrectly applied the theorem of Pythagoras even though there was no right-angled triangle. They were not aware of the minimum conditions in which the theorem of Pythagoras could be used. The following are some suggestions for improvement for question 9. A. Teachers should focus on developing learners' skills to analyze the question and the diagram for clues on which theorems are required to answer the questions correctly. B. Clearly explain to learners the difference between the midpoint theorem, the proportionality theorem, and similarity so that they will know which of these concepts can be used in a specific situation. C. When answering Euclidean geometry, learners should be discouraged from writing correct statements that are not related to the solution. No marks are awarded for statements that do not lead to solving the problem. D. Learners need to be told that success in answering Euclidean geometry comes from regular practice, starting off with the easy and progressing to the difficult. And E. Teachers should take some time to discuss the naming of angles. For example, the acceptable methods are angle T or angle T1 or angle OTS. Teachers should also clarify when it is acceptable to refer to an angle as angle T and when to refer to it as angle T1.
If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook to stay on top of the latest TAS news and launches. So that's it for now from the Answer Series, your key to exam success.